We grow up so fast, we do what we like, and think of the past like it's wrong or right. I don't think it's bad, I don't think it's fine. I just learn and laugh till the day I die. Okay, yo, man, when I was a kid, I used to get high just like this.
Hi, welcome to California-SATIon. I'm Annie Flatley. This is
Linda West.
And this is
Liz Angeles.
These are my two best buddies. And we have a bit of fun and we thought we'd share it with you. And today we wanted to talk a little bit about kind of our age group, which I'm probably the closest to these two.
Well, and we don't admit it.
Yeah, I know, listen. I have to, hello.
No, we want to talk about baby boomers
yeah.
and the baby boomer
right.
generation.
And the hippie mentality and what that really meant besides the obvious, you know.
Yeah.
Are my parents baby boomers? I thought my parents were baby boomers.
They are.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
we're at the very end of the baby boomers.
Yeah,
We're
in
the
fact, you
last.
guys are not even in it, but I am.
I'm a boom boom.
We're a boom 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 boom. We're a boom boom
shaka
cusp.
laka laka boom
Boom
boom.
boom. But what we're talking about is the largest force of people now are the baby boomers. They have the most buying power. They have the most power. So what are we going to do with that power? Like, we're 60s children, a lot of us, with 60s ideals.
Exactly. We still have them. We had to kind of give them up for a little while and bring up families and make a living and buy houses and all
stop
that
giving
stuff.
spankings, which really isn't.
Except to our children. I know, that's not even appropriate anymore. Yeah, you know, it's like, it is the age of Aquarius we just started, and that's supposed to be all about altruism and taking care of each other and the planet. And
that was the ideal in the 60s. It really was that peace, love, and understanding mentality. And I believe that we all really still have that in us. And now,
the dawning of the
God. You can't get too serious here. No, but I think what it is that it's still in us, and we now have time, as you said, and maybe a little bit of money.
Well, I've been pretty much active for the last 4 years on YouTube, fighting every injustice I can fight. I've been in that.
Thank you, Linda. We really
well,
appreciate it.
gosh, I have been.
True.
I've had Monsanto come after me. I've been attacked by, government. All I can say is like spammers and shills. It's like, because I have been doing it, like, and that's part of the things we can do on YouTube is inform,
True.
And I've gotten a lot of like, by the way, I'm not a Rockefeller. If you run into that site about me, about the strange guy trying to promote.
She's not a
But part of
Rockefeller.
like, yeah, right.
She was. Oh, Linda.
Let's admit it. Y'all are hanging out with me because I got the big bucks. But the whole thing.
She get the big brain instead.
And Lizzie's got the big boom.
Well, I did have a baby.
And you have the big heart.
How big is it? It's so big. I see it now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, are we doing this?
No, but getting involved, let's get back to that, out of the chest area. I did have to get involved on YouTube, and I'm one of the, mostly there's 20-year-olds on YouTube, so I'm one of the few people in our age range that got out and started speaking about making a difference. And that's one of the ways you can make a difference, is just inform people. And so I think that's really important.
And we
get in the fight.
Remember to get caught up now. As far as technologically, we have things now, tools that we never had back then.
Right.
And it's just a matter of being conscious. I think we need a leader of that somehow, some group or person.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's us.
As my
Chicks
daughter
from California-SATIon. It's like, let's go. We'd make great superheroes, though. I will bring my California bag of special weed to enchant them in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I want to be the feng shui fairy superhero.
Oh, perfect. You're going to
I
rearrange the
come along for a
furniture.
ride with these two.
What are you going to do, Flatley? A little river dance it or something?
No, only one person in the family has that talent. And it's
Come
not
on,
me.
Annie. Come on, Annie. When you catch us on the cocktail hour version, we might get Flatley over here doing a little Irish river dance stuff.
Cocktail hours and video cameras and meat, not good.
Oh, then for sure we'll be doing that.
So listen, we've been known to have a couple of cocktails.
What is that little river dance? It's like...
Oh,
It's called, no, you have to keep your hands still because The Irish, I heard the story.
Did you hear the
didn't.
story?
I did the Paints on PBS. He says, the story behind the river dance is back in the day, you weren't allowed to dance in Ireland, so they had those, what do you call those?
Half doors.
What do you call
Half
Dutch doors, right? And so they would be dancing with their legs, not their arms, and that's how river dance got started. I thought that was hilarious.
Does it have something to do with the nuns whacking you a lot back there?
I really don't have a clue.
Timothy Murphy was always like, and then they made me stick my head out the window in the bleary snow. Mr. Murphy, head out the window. It's like, then the nuns would come by and beat him with rulers and stuff.
so
It's like,
lovely.
isn't that lovely? Catholic school. I know,
I know,
poor
I was
Tim.
there.
Poor, gorgeous Tim Murphy. I got me feeling sorry for him.
Yeah, God bless us. He's a handsome Bruce. Yeah, we're talking about you, Tim.
Hi, Tim. We miss you.
Yeah.
You didn't even know we all knew each other, did you?
Now it's trouble. We'll have to get Tim on here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And have a couple of
Oh my
cocktails.
God, he should be our guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetheart.
Wait, what's that? What's
guy host.
Oh,
They
because
have-
I don't really see
they have
Tim
guy
dancing.
they have guy
Like for some
dancing.
reason, I see him more sitting here
He's
trying.
about as river dancey as I am.
Hey, some of those river dancers are running all the way to the bank, dancing all the way to the bank.
We've seen the pilot one.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was good.
The pilot scene in one of the
With
shows.
Celtic Tiger.
Her
Oh,
boyfriend. So show him that.
No, he wasn't doing any dancing. That was your brother doing the dancing. He just happened to be dressed in a similar outfit. That was cool. Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh yeah.
All right, so moving
I
on.
have to do because I don't really need to do that.
Do we want to give ourselves a little background
Yeah.
intro?
Okay, go ahead. You start, Liz.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'd like to take you on an all-inclusive trip to Los Angeles.
Oh my God! Do we get drugs for this? Are
know.
we going sober? I
I
need
just
to
want to know,
know.
is this legal? Are we going to be kicked off YouTube? Okay.
Who should we start at what age?
So just-
Liz, I don't know what age.
Well,
oh my
my
God, Liz, don't start from the beginning.
great-grandfather
We only have
Twice
yeah.
removed.
I
Okay,
think
so
they only let
quick
us have an
background.
hour.
Background. Okay, so I was born and raised in Sonoma County, Healdsburg. Let's see. I moved to Las Vegas when I was 15. That was the beginning of the 80s. I lived there for all of the 80s. Finished high school, went to college at UNLV. And since then, I've had a smattering of jobs. I'd say probably more jobs than most people ever have in 10 lifetimes. But let's see. I've been, my one job I left in Vegas was cigarette girl at Caesar's Palace. I hated that. Then I moved here to act. I've been actress, dancer, model, realtor, court reporter, obsessed with feng shui, but in the last 25 years, I'm still doing massage, and I'm also a writer and a painter and a dancer. Dare I say, river dance? Never, till I got him in my arms. And scene.
And do you have another something
yes.
recently
Is
that
there anything else you haven't covered? Have you done? I mean, just like, do you fly or like?
Never, ever been married. People always ask me, Liz, how do you do it? I said, well, I've never been married. I don't have kids. I get to sleep, right?
Except now.
Yeah.
Then suddenly at 44, I meet a guy, I get pregnant, and then I have a baby at home in the water. No drugs. Me, no drugs. Can you imagine?
No,
actually.
you baby. I think the you baby is more like unbelievable than they give drugs.
Cook dinner.
So she keeps me going really fast. So now I'm 48 and I have a 2-year-old. So yeah.
That's awesome.
And their kids are grown, so it's great. 'Cause now I
Yeah,
have
which
all
is
these
even more
babysitters.
awesome.
Yes, it is.
So they get to do a lot more drinking, and I don't.
Are you kidding me? I have a young rock. We both have young rock stars.
Yes, we
This
do.
is
That's
great.
very funny.
And I, since I married a couple rock stars, and you've been around, we get the eternal VIP pass now because we're the moms.
I know.
Let's hear your
Better.
background. Let's hear your background, Linda.
Oh my
Give it up.
background.
Tell us. Quick background.
I'm a Buffalo
Yeah.
girl, down to earth. Somehow I got pulled like Beverly Hillbillies without all the cash to California. Yes. Came out here to be an actress because I was modeling big time in New York. Found out you have to be a big old whore. Sorry, it's just true. Either you're really lucky, you
Gosh,
know
I should've
somebody, or you're put
considered
out in California. So sorry if
That's
you think
why
any
we're not
different.
famous actresses.
Yeah.
Because we're not.
hoes.
Well, it has nothing to do with us not being able to act.
Wait, it has nothing to do with some of us not being a hoe.
All gonna get
but
ugly
definitely,
now.
yeah, I wasn't. That wasn't for me. And then after getting my master's in English, I had worked at so many restaurants. I bought one. All right. So, but
that's great.
yeah. So I do that for a business. But a while back, I started breaking a code in the Mayan calendar. I wrote a book on manifesting and frequencies called Ultimate Power. Working on my second book, 10 Minutes to Greatness, how you can move from doing nothing to greatness in 10 minutes a day. That's how I wrote.
And it's a wonderful idea.
Well,
I really love that because 10 minutes doesn't, even 15 is overwhelming to some people.
Yeah. A lot of times, like that's why I went with the 10 minutes because when I had my son, I never had any time to myself, so I would wake up 10 minutes before he woke up and I would write my book every day. At the end of the year, I had the book. I won a scholarship on the book. I lectured on the book. I've gotten jobs from the book. I'm still talking about the book, so 10 minutes a day can turn into a lot of stuff. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm YouTube. I was on InfoWars for a while, but...
You were on InfoWars?
Yeah.
Oh, good girl.
Yeah, man, I get around.
No,
I've been doing stuff,
honestly, I have done nothing.
Yeah.
No.
And I've just been looking good all this time.
I've just been listening, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell am I going to say? I haven't done anything.
What?
I am a photographer. I grew up in Ireland with my grandparents. I have 2 grown daughters that are
Amazing.
nice ladies, and an ex-husband that's an architect, and I had an Irish radio show for a few years, and what else?
Advertising, worked in advertising.
Yeah, and I've been a curator at gallery, and so I've done a lot of things as well. But
and you're great at interior decorating. Amazing.
Yes.
Well,
She
So,
can
yeah,
create
really good.
outdoor spaces you would not
I'm
believe.
saying
So
I'm kind of like a
enchanted.
jack of all trades and a master of none. In fairness, I've never studied any of this
You're
stuff,
like,
but I just
you're a Jill of all trades, master of fun.
you know what? That's my new logo.
Actually, I don't
Master of
believe
fun.
college is necessarily something that I would even invest in. I'm sorry, I went all the way. I got my master, not all the way, but it's like nowadays being an entrepreneur or moving toward what you want to do, especially all that stuff that we heard about from the TED Talks about the 20s and not wasting your 20s, like finding yourself, like pick a direction, start moving, get ahead of the pack.
Video.
Yeah.
And we're going to maybe start doing that in the future, recommending little videos or things that we see that we think might be helpful to you, and your kids, or if they're helpful to us and ours. Then we figure it out. Let's share
On that
something.
note, I gotta go pick up the kid. Gotta go.
And thanks for watching. Now you got to
you.
know us a little bit, and send us comments, any ideas you have, any topics you want us to cover, and I guess we should take it away then, huh,
I
Annie?
think so. I would say, if I were you guys, I wouldn't have
too much fun without us.
As if.
Oh, as if. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
See you soon.